What is going on, Ranger fans and hockey fans? Welcome to another edition of Full 7 Rangers. It is your host, Raymond Tapia. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. Turn on your notifications when I'm about to go live, do highlights, or post a stream or things of that nature. Well, guys, it was predictable. I'm not going to sit here and act like this team was going to beat the Sabres. I know damn well they were not going to beat the Sabres. And how about Adam Fox? What the hell did Adam Fox do to get himself back in the LTIR once again? Like, damn, bro, you just came back. You lasted 3 games, and that quick, you're already out. And like I said, you should know that this team is going to struggle without Igor or Fox. It's just tonight the writing was on the wall, plain and simple. Like you allowed a short-handed goal on a double infraction. Oh man, guys, I'm trying so hard to take this team serious, but I can't. I truly can't. This team is an absolute abysmal. Like, I don't know what more I can say or do. And how about James fucking Dolan? James Dolan, of all people, really had the nerve to say that Chris Drury is a winner. He is a winner. He hates to lose. Yet, you just watch this team lose badly to the Sabres by 3 goals. But that's winning. That's winning. That's the winning culture, apparently, from James Dolan himself. That's what he believes. He truly believes that this team is capable of winning a Stanley Cup at some point with the presence of Chris Drury and Mike Sullivan. And I'm not knocking Mike Sullivan. I know he's a good coach. But my God, if you truly think that this roster you constructed is screaming Stanley Cup potential, I guess I must be the absolute joker then, because there's no way in fuck you truly believe after that WFAN interview and watching what they just did. Mind you, they had the Centennial jerseys on too. That alone should have told you this team is not going to win this game. Absolutely not. Because how many games have they won with that jersey? They've only won like one game out of those Centennial jerseys. And we're not going to count the Winter Classic one because that one don't count. That was a road jersey, not the blue one. That blue jersey is just cursed, man. It's a great jersey. I love it, but I am better off watching them wear that regular home jersey because this is insane that they have to celebrate 100 years, and every time they wear the Centennial jersey, they have to get humiliated. That's their way of showing their appreciation of having a lifelong franchise by losing badly every time. Oh my God, I feel so bad for Sam Rosen, man, because he has to sit here and watch this crap. Like, man, I'm glad he retired because he I, he would have just not been able to put up with this. He was already getting there last year. By the end of the season, he was starting to be a lot more honest about how bad the Rangers were looking. Joe McLeod did not give no fucks. That's why I respected him so much because he never sat there and became a kiss ass or any of that. When the Rangers were doing bad, he would actually like straight up say like Rangers got to play better. Like they're doing this badly, they're horrible in doing this, and this is right now with this team. You might as well wait till next season if you want me to be like super blunt and honest about how this direction is going for the Rangers this season. It's just a repeat of last year. That's how I'm feeling with this team. It's a repeat of last year, 1,000%. So if it's gonna be a repeat of last year, do not expect this team to get you to the playoffs because the way it's going, like I told y'all, they can't even give you guys 10 fucking wins at the Garden. And now that you have Igor and Fox out for a while, you really think Jonathan Quick's going to be able to pick up the slack because he tried today and he allowed a couple of soft goals. And Dylan Garon's most likely going to be the backup. And he's been doing okay in Hartford. His percentage, his save percentage is like 900. So with that goaltending tandem, and now JT Miller. Oh, JT Miller is another laughable guy. I still, till this day, cannot understand how he got an Olympic roster spot, and this man has not even been playing like half the player he was a couple seasons ago. But somehow he is in that lineup. I mean, look, guys, I don't know what more you guys want out of me. Like, you see how this team is getting me. I am drained from the season, like drained. Like I can't even be mad, screaming, yelling anymore because I have no more emotion in me for this team. Like they just made me lose all of it. Like what is me overreacting or getting super angry gonna do? It's not gonna make James Dolan wanna change the freaking rosters and move the whole front office immediately. No, I am just a regular Joe Schmo making a YouTube channel and being expressive about the hockey team I root for. That's it. The only way I can even matter is if I somehow start turning myself into a propagandist and become the ultimate kiss ass for this team. And maybe, just maybe, I can work my way into getting a job at the Garden or with the Rangers front office or something. Because that's all it takes. Nowadays, I kid you not. Nowadays, like if you actually know how to talk good about the team or maybe even be a kiss ass even when they're bad, if you're a content creator, that's how you can get your foot in the door. I kid you not. You know, being too expressive, too blunt, too real about the team sometimes won't get you there because they don't want that. Sometimes they want people that are gonna like suck it up and try to talk good about them no matter what, even if they're like 0 and 82. That's normally how the game works with this kind of stuff. But man, and they play on Saturday against the Bruins, early afternoon game. But you guys, my bar is still low with this team. Without Igor Shesterkin, that goaltending is going to hurt for a little while. And without Adam Fox's puck distributing, they're going to feel the wrath. They just are. There's no avoiding it. And honestly, if Chris Drury, I'm just laughing at everything James Dolan truly believes. This man had the nerve to say on WFAN, that radio show with Tiki and all those other guys, he really had the audacity to say Drury is a winner. That shit was the most laughable thing I've ever heard an owner say. That was the most laughable statement I've ever heard from James Dolan himself. A winner. He hates to lose. Yeah, he hates to lose, but he loves to see what this team can't do at home. If only gaining 10 home wins and now barely even getting any road victories is screaming a winning culture, then I guess going 0-82 is screaming Stanley Cup victories. That's how I'm seeing it. If this is how ownership and the front office really sees how this team looks, and they truly think you're going to win a Stanley Cup with this roster, it's just laughable. It's laughable, man. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding. You're not gonna win anything with this kind of core, with this kind of front office. Like, you're just not. Even with Mike Sullivan winning 2 cups with Crosby, Malkin, and freaking Russ and all those other guys in the Tang, it's not enough. Peter Laviolette won a Stanley Cup many seasons ago. All he did was get them to the Eastern Conference Finals. That was the furthest he got. Mike Sullivan has two more cups, if I'm not mistaken, more than freaking Laviolette. So it doesn't matter. It's like I said, Lafreniere too, man. Whew. Really, Lafreniere, man. Damn shame, cause he was doing good, and then all of a sudden, it's right back to square one with how he was playing. It's just wow. And guys, at the trade deadline, Drury would just have to be out of his fucking mind to truly think that they can still be freaking buyers. No, it's time to be sellers. Sell, sell, sell. Sellers. Trade everyone, everything. Because you're not going to the playoffs. Not with this situation. Not with this core. You're not. You're just not. Like, you're simply not, man. And you allowed Josh Doan to score a goal. You let Ryan McLeod get a goal. You let Jason Zucker get one. And then you let Michael Samuelsson, and you think you're going to go to the playoffs when you let 5 different Sabre players. Alex Tuch, too, by the way, he scored a goal. You let all 5 of those guys score on you at the Garden tonight. And the only people that scored a goal for the Rangers was Mika Zibanejad and Vinny Trocheck. That was it. That's all you got. No Igor, no Fox, no Laba, no Edstrom, and you truly think you listen? I'll be surprised if this team even gets one win out of the rest of this schedule, because the only thing that's gonna save them is February. February they only play 2 games. Two. The only thing saving them that month is the fact that they have that many X amount of games off. Because I can promise you, if they had to play more than 2 games in February, that would have gave you the writing on the wall with where this team is going by the end of the season. 100%. And even then, there's no telling what they're going to do, how they're going to even play, because apparently Chris Drury wants to get Kiefer Sherwood, which I don't fucking know why. What is the point? We have like 17, 18 fucking forwards for this team. What is the point of adding another forward to this fucking roster? It's fucking retarded. Oh, well, now you want 30 more forwards? That's going to give you the cup? And New York City, for the love of God, stop fucking spending your money. You don't have Igor Shesterkin. You don't got Adam Fox. Where in God's name do you think you're going to watch them win at the Garden without those 2 playing? You got James Dolan laughing at the fucking bank right now because you just made him earn a couple $1,000,000 tonight, and you just watched this team lose badly. You think James Dolan gives a fuck? No. He is, like I said, he told you Drury is a winner. And he's been glazing the New York Knicks. He is more focused on the New York Knicks. Jalen Brunson, Cat, and freaking Josh Hart got him in a whole freaking in a freaking world where he doesn't have to even give a damn about his own hockey team anymore because it feels like the basketball team he owns is the only thing he that can give him some kind of hope, which is fucking sad. It truly is. Because if you ask me, this man does not care about his hockey team. He doesn't. He truly doesn't. The fact that you went on a radio station and told the whole New York City that you think Drury can win you a cup with the roster he's constructed and the seasons he's been giving you, I can't take him serious no more. Can't. And if you ask me, what I'm seeing is basically like the New York Yankees. Brian Cashman is the new Chris Drury. Like, I truly don't know which one was more laughable, Brian Cashman or Chris Drury, because they both are like right there right now. You can have that conversation and figure out who's the shittier GM. You might even be able to throw in David Stearns, Joe Shen, Chris Drury, David Stearns, and Brian Cashman are probably the top four most disliked people in New York City right now. 1,000%. Gotta be. It gotta be. Guys, I'm gonna leave y'all with my final thought because, like I said, I just have no more to say. This team is just draining the shit out of me, and I just have no more emotions, no more reactions. It's like I'm just barely, I'm like forcing myself to watch these games. That's how bad it's getting. Now they play the Bruins, and guess what? I don't expect them to beat the Bruins. You couldn't win tonight's game. You lost by 3 goals. You don't have your key players. The same key players that helped you gain the last victory against the Bruins. You just your bar needs to be set low until Fox and Igor returns. Even Laba. When all three of those guys return, then you can have your bar going up a little. But until then, you need to set the bar real low for this team to give you wins because this team's not going to give you wins. And I really hate to be that guy. I truly do. I want to be in a position where I was in 2024 where I was rooting for this team and I was in a better mood. I had better emotion. I was feeling more positive. But these past 2 seasons, I have not felt that at all. None. Zero. So if you ask me, if this stuff continues, I'm better off waiting for the 2027 season, which God knows that might be the third season of an abysmal. I'm just being real. But as always, y'all, thank y'all for watching. I'm truly sorry, like I'm in this like crappy mood. It's just tiring, man. This team is becoming very tiring. It's tiring. Like people can talk crap about the Devils all they want, but it's like, bro, we're not doing any better. We're in the same predicament. We're not doing any fucking better. And I'll be surprised if they even get close to at this point where I'm at with this team. They're gonna miss the playoffs by maybe 2, 3 points, maybe one. That's where I'm at. Playoffs? Ha! Yeah. Okay. I'll see donkeys flying this year before I see the Rangers make the playoffs this year. That's where I'm at with them. But as always, y'all, I will be on here on Saturday for the Saturday recap. I'm gonna try to be in a very way better mood. It's just right now that we're in an official tire fire rolling into the dumpster fire. We just are. And you gotta embrace it. You're just gonna have to embrace the tire fire that the Rangers have been already rolling in, but now it's just ignited even more. Now there's no fire extinguisher to put this out. So Ranger fans, I will feel for you because I understand. I understand if you don't want to watch these games no more. You feel like this team made you lose hope. It's completely understandable. I don't blame you. This team, this is who they are. This is simply who they are. But as always, y'all have a wonderful night. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. I will keep y'all updated for the Bruins game Saturday. And I will get more updates with Igor Shesterkin because I already know Adam Fox is most likely going to be out week to week, practically over a month. But I need to know how long Eagle's going to be out for, so that can kind of give me an idea of how long the abysmal is going to be for the Rangers. And then there's no telling them what they're going to become when they even get those two guys back. So y'all have a wonderful night, and let's go Rangers. But Chris Drury, don't you dare be buyers. Go be fucking sellers. Sellers, not buyers, sellers.